Some of these Dollar Tree price tags are hiding something almost nobody notices. One item on this list is priced nearly 9 times cheaper than the exact same product sitting on a shelf at Walmart, and most shoppers walk right past it every single week. Store managers know which ones these are. Today, I'm going to show you all 14, so stick around, and if you enjoy finding real savings like this, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next one. At Dollar Tree, these adhesive strips run $1.25 for a small pack. The name brand version at Target sits closer to $6.99 for a similar count, which puts the Dollar Tree version at roughly 5.5 times cheaper. Employees say these strips use a comparable rubber-based adhesive to the big brand names, just packaged without the marketing budget. Many people report using them for lightweight photo displays or hanging seasonal decorations in a rental home where they don't want to damage the walls. The one honest downside is that they don't hold quite as much weight as the premium name brand, so anything over a pound or two isn't a great fit. A quick bonus tip: press firmly for a full 30 seconds and let them cure for an hour before hanging anything, and they grip noticeably better. Next up is an item that customers often mistake for something you'd only find in a hardware store. Dollar Tree stocks rain ponchos for $1.25 each. At Amazon, a comparable single-use poncho pack often runs around $8.99 for a set of 5, which averages out to a similar per-unit cost, but Dollar Tree lets you buy just one at a time without the bulk commitment. Employees mention that these are genuinely waterproof, not just water-resistant, because they're made from the same basic sealed plastic sheeting used in disposable outdoor gear. Many parents keep a few in the car for unexpected school pickup lines in the rain or for theme park trips where a sudden downpour would otherwise ruin the day. The caveat here is that the seams can tear if you're moving through heavy wind, so they're better for a calm walk than a storm. A useful bonus tip is to fold one flat into a sandwich bag and keep it in your glove compartment, since it takes up almost no space. Speaking of things people keep in their car for emergencies, the next item surprised me the most. These battery-powered tea lights cost $1.25 for 6 at Dollar Tree. A similar 6-pack from CVS often runs $7.49, making the Dollar Tree version about 6 times cheaper. Store employees note that the battery life on these typically lasts through several months of regular evening use, since LED tea lights draw very little power. Many people report using them for elderly family members who want the ambiance of candlelight without any fire risk, especially in memory care situations or nursing home visits where open flame isn't allowed. The one small downside is that the flicker effect is a bit more mechanical looking than higher-end flameless candles, so it's not quite as convincing up close. A good bonus tip is to place them behind a frosted glass jar, which diffuses the light and hides the visible bulb. The next item on this list is something employees say gets restocked constantly because so few customers realize it's there. Dollar Tree's reading glasses are priced at $1.25 per pair. The same magnification strength at Walgreens commonly sells for around $12.99, meaning the Dollar Tree pair is roughly 10 times cheaper. Employees say the lenses are genuinely ground to the labeled strength, since they're regulated the same way any over-the-counter reading glasses are. Many people keep 3 or 4 pairs scattered around the house, one by the recliner, one in the kitchen, one in the car, specifically because losing a $1.25 pair doesn't sting the way losing an expensive pair does. The downside worth mentioning is that the frames are lightweight plastic, so they're not built to survive being sat on or dropped repeatedly. A helpful bonus tip is to buy a size up in strength if you do a lot of close-up reading, since many people find the exact labeled number a little weaker than expected in practice. Next, we're looking at an item that many customers assume is just for children, but it isn't. These silicone storage bags sell for $1.25 each at Dollar Tree. A comparable reusable silicone bag from a specialty brand at Target runs about $9.99, putting the Dollar Tree version at close to 8 times cheaper. Employees note that the silicone used is food-grade and dishwasher-safe, similar to the material used in premium versions, just without the recognizable logo. Many households use these to cut down on single-use plastic bags for packing school lunches or storing sliced fruit in the fridge, which appeals to families trying to reduce daily waste. The honest caveat is that the seal isn't quite as airtight as the pricier name-brand bags, so it's better for short-term storage than long freezer stints. A bonus tip is to lay them flat while freezing liquids which helps them stack neatly once solid. The next item is one that store managers specifically mentioned gets overlooked because of where it's shelved. Dollar Tree carries basic compression socks for $1.25 a pair. A similar mild compression pair at CVS often costs $8.99, making the Dollar Tree version roughly 7 times cheaper. Employees explain that these are a lighter compression level than medical-grade options, but still provide noticeable support for everyday standing or sitting. Many people buy these for older relatives who spend long hours on their feet or during travel days involving long flights, since improved circulation is a common comfort concern for aging family members. The downside is that they don't offer the graduated compression zones that medical-grade socks are designed with, so anyone with a diagnosed circulation condition should still consult a doctor about proper compression levels. A useful bonus tip is to size down slightly if you want a snugger fit, since these tend to run a touch loose. Coming up next is an item that customers often assume is a seasonal-only product, but it's actually stocked year-round. These foam pool noodles are $1.25 each at Dollar Tree. The same size and material at Walmart typically runs $3.98, meaning the Dollar Tree version is a little over 3 times cheaper. Employees point out that the foam density is nearly identical to the branded versions, since most pool noodles across retailers come from a similar handful of foam manufacturers. Many parents buy a stack of these not just for swimming, but for padding sharp table corners for toddlers, or as pipe insulation for winter, which is a popular household hack. The small downside is that the foam can degrade faster in direct sunlight compared to thicker name-brand noodles, so they don't last quite as many summers. A bonus tip: slice them lengthwise to use as a drawer or shelf-edge bumper, which many people don't think to try. Next on the list is an item employees say shoppers frequently buy without realizing how much they're actually saving. Dollar Tree's all-purpose cleaning spray sells for $1.25 per bottle. A similarly sized name-brand cleaner at Target often costs $4.29, which makes the Dollar Tree version a little more than 3 times cheaper. Employees note that the active cleaning ingredients are comparable in concentration to the recognizable brands, since most all-purpose cleaners share a similar base formula. Many people keep a bottle of this in the bathroom specifically for quick wipe-downs before guests arrive, which saves them from reaching for a more expensive bottle for a task that doesn't need it. The caveat here is that the scent tends to fade faster than premium cleaners, so it's not the best choice if fragrance longevity matters to you. A bonus tip is to store it away from direct sunlight, which helps preserve both the scent and the cleaning strength longer. The next item is one that many people don't expect to find at a dollar store at all. These small clip-on reading lamps are priced at $1.25 at Dollar Tree. A similar clip lamp at Amazon commonly runs $10.99, making this Dollar Tree find close to 9 times cheaper, likely the biggest gap on this entire list. Employees say the LED bulb inside performs just as well as pricier versions for short bursts of task lighting. Many people use these clipped onto a headboard for reading in bed without disturbing a partner, or clipped onto a music stand for practicing an instrument in dim rooms. The honest downside is that the clip mechanism isn't as sturdy as higher-end versions, so it can loosen on thicker surfaces over time. A bonus tip is to add a small rubber band around the clip's grip for extra hold if it starts to slip. Next up is an item that customers often assume is lower quality simply because of where it's sold, and that assumption isn't quite fair. Dollar Tree sells small reusable ice packs for $1.25 each. A comparable ice pack at CVS often costs $5.99, putting the Dollar Tree version at almost 5 times cheaper. Employees mention the gel inside stays flexible even when frozen, which is the same technology used in name-brand versions for minor injuries. Many families keep a couple in the freezer, specifically for kids' scraped knees or for soothing a sore back after a long day at work, since having one ready to go saves a trip to the store when it's needed most. The small downside is that the outer material is thinner than premium versions, so it can develop a pinhole leak after repeated freeze-thaw cycles over a year or two. A bonus tip is to wrap it in a thin towel before use, which both protects the skin and extends the pack's lifespan. The next item is one that store managers said gets restocked more often than almost anything else on this list. These kitchen scissors cost $1.25 at Dollar Tree. A similar pair at Walmart typically runs $4.97, making the Dollar Tree scissors roughly 4 times cheaper. Employees note the stainless steel blades hold an edge reasonably well for everyday kitchen tasks, like opening packaging or trimming herbs. Many people keep a spare pair specifically for messy jobs, like cutting raw poultry packaging, so their good kitchen shears never touch anything they'd rather keep separate. The caveat is that the blade won't stay razor sharp as long as a premium pair, so it's better suited for light use rather than daily heavy cutting. A bonus tip is to run the blades through a bit of dish soap and warm water right after use, which keeps them from dulling as quickly. Coming up is an item that many customers say they wish they'd discovered years earlier. Furniture sliders at Dollar Tree cost $1.25 for a pack of 4. A similar pack at Home Depot often runs $7.98, making the Dollar Tree version close to 6.5 times cheaper. Employees explain that the felt and plastic construction is nearly identical to the pricier brands, since sliders are a simple design that doesn't vary much between manufacturers. Many people use these when rearranging a living room for a family gathering or when helping an elderly parent move furniture without straining their back, since the sliders make heavy pieces glide with almost no effort. The honest downside is that the felt can wear thin faster on rougher flooring, like unfinished wood, so they work best on smooth tile, laminate, or hardwood. A bonus tip is to dampen the felt slightly before use on very smooth floors, which improves the grip against the slider itself. Next, we've got an item that employees say almost nobody thinks to check for at a dollar store. Dollar Tree carries travel contact lens kits, including the case and a small solution bottle, for $1.25. A similar travel kit at CVS often costs $4.49, making this about 3.5 times cheaper. Employees point out that the case seals just as tightly as name-brand versions, which matters most for anyone traveling with contacts. Many people specifically grab these before a flight, since airport security limits liquid sizes, and this kit fits the requirement without needing to transfer solution into a separate bottle. The downside is that the included solution bottle is quite small, so it's meant for a short trip rather than an extended vacation. A bonus tip is to always pack a backup case even if you don't wear contacts, since these are handy for storing small jewelry like earrings while traveling. Last on the list is an item that ties together almost everything we've talked about today. Dollar Tree's digital kitchen timer costs $1.25. A similar timer at Target commonly sells for $6.99, making the Dollar Tree version about 5.5 times cheaper. Employees say the internal timing mechanism is accurate to the second, just like the pricier versions, since basic digital timers rely on the same simple chip regardless of brand. Many people give these to elderly parents who need a loud, clear reminder for taking medication on schedule, since the oversized numbers and loud beep are easy to notice from another room. The caveat is that the battery isn't replaceable on some units, meaning the whole timer gets tossed once the battery dies. A bonus tip is to check the packaging carefully, since a few versions do have a small battery door, and those are worth grabbing over the sealed ones if you can find them. So there you have it. 14 items where the price tag tells a very different story than most shoppers expect, from reading glasses nearly 10 times cheaper than the drugstore version, to that little clip-on lamp that might be the single best deal in the entire store. Personally, I think the reusable silicone bags and the compression socks are the two that deserve far more attention than they get, simply because the quality gap between these and name brands is smaller than people assume. If there's one spending trap to watch out for, it's this. Don't buy in bulk just because the price is low. A few of these items, like the ice packs and the storage bags, have a shorter usable lifespan than their name brand counterparts, so stocking up on 10 of something you'll only use twice a year isn't actually a deal, it's just extra clutter. If this list helped you look at your next Dollar Tree run a little differently, tap that like button and hit subscribe if you want more of these breakdowns. And I'd love to know in the comments, which of these 14 items were you most surprised to see on this list? And is there one you're planning to grab on your next trip?